Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It is Thursday, April the 3rd. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, the local market is set to open higher with SPI futures up around 0.5%. That's counter to what we're seeing elsewhere globally, with Nikkei futures extending losses, now down close to 2.5%. Billed as Make America Great Again, President Trump has unveiled his plan to make the United States economically independent.
April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again. We're going to make it wealthy, good and wealthy. For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged, raped, and plundered by nations near and far, both friend and foe alike.
Well, Donald Trump says he will propose a minimum tariff of 10% on all countries, which includes Australia. However, the president singled out Australian beef exports.
Australia bans, and they're wonderful people and wonderful everything, but they ban American beef, yet we imported $3 billion of Australian beef from them just last year alone. They won't take any of our beef. They don't want it because they don't want it to affect their farmers. And you know what? I don't blame them, but we're doing the same thing right now, starting about midnight tonight, I would say.
Well, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says Trump's tariffs are totally unwarranted, but he will not impose reciprocal tariffs on the US. Well, among the countries hardest hit by the president's tariffs are those in Asia. Tariffs on Chinese exports to the US will be levied at 34%, Taiwan 32%, Japan 24%, Indonesia 32%, and Vietnam 46%, while India will cop a 26% tariff. And the European Union will be levied at 20% and the UK 10%. President Trump says he plans separately to import taxes on pharmaceuticals, lumber, copper and computer chips. Well, US Treasury yields fell in response to the new tariff regime. The yield on the US 10-year note was down to 4.12% and the 2-year fell to its lowest in 3 weeks at 3.85%. The US dollar index was down more than 0.5%, and the euro extending gains during Trump's announcement. And the Aussie is trading at 62.6 US cents. Meanwhile, a Bitcoin is trading below 85,000 US dollars. Well, global markets remained volatile overnight in the lead up to President Trump's Liberation Day announcement on tariffs, with gold holding near its record highs and European shares falling. The president detailed his plans after the close on Wall Street, with stock futures having tumbled. S&P 500 futures off more than 1.5%, suggesting investors expect deep losses when Wall Street opens on Thursday. Nasdaq futures down almost 2%. At the close, the main indices were higher though in a choppy trading session. Big tech names offered support to the benchmarks, maintaining the previous session's upward momentum. And Tesla reversed early declines on reports that President Trump has told members of his cabinet that Elon Musk will soon step back from his government role. The stock initially fell more than 6% after reporting a 13% drop in first quarter deliveries. And Amazon rose after it reported the company was bidding for short video platform TikTok. Well, oil prices fell and then rose following Trump's announcement. Brent futures settling 0.5% higher at $875 a barrel. Copper is lower, along with iron ore, which is around $104 a tonne. And gold has soared almost 1% to $3,133 an ounce. Locally today, the trade balance for February will be revealed, with a surplus of $5.4 billion expected, and job vacancies will also be released. That is your day ahead. See you again tomorrow.